Parktastic students and families, it's time for another Parktastic Principals Report. I'm excited to share some new things with you this week. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. It's been beautiful weather, and I've been seeing some really fun things that you have been doing outside. I happen to see a lot of you riding your bikes in the park or running, so keep up the great exercise. It's good for your brains. Even though we aren't able to all be together here at school, I know you're all doing a lot of really great work. And this week, we started making Parktastic calls home again. So I'm listening to the feedback from your teachers, and they're sharing some of the wonderful things you're doing. And I've started to make those Parktastic calls. So I'm looking forward to connecting with each of you over the next couple of weeks. I also wanted to share today some of the wow work that we have seen. So even though I can't walk into your classrooms, I'm still able to walk into your virtual classrooms and see your work on Google. I've been super impressed. I wanted to recognize our 5th grade students in Mrs. Rose's class. They had some amazing state reports. Gus did a report on Minnesota, and it was so well organized, and he had some really fun, interesting facts. Raina, Wyatt, Amalia, and Ava also had fun, informative reports, and you were so well spoken. It was great to see your faces and what you had to share. Our 4th grade wow work was sent in by Mrs. Sadu and Mrs. Bledsoe, and they wanted to recognize Liam, RJ, and Owen for doing all of their work this week and really staying with the course of it. Even when it gets hard, they have showed their perseverance. Mrs. Meyer wanted to share Penny constructed a balloon paddle this week and recorded a video explaining how she did it and the different parts she used. So that was really amazing to see. Also, we had a Parktastic student, Danny, in Mrs. Teramoto's class, who was also on top of all of his work this week. In addition, he learned how to bake bread. He made cinnamon toast for his family, and he was also able to learn 4 different types of knots. So it's fun to hear what you're doing besides your schoolwork, because all of you are learning some new strategies and expanding some of the things you're interested in. So keep up that excellent work. Now let's hear what Miss Debbie has to share with us for our joke of the week.
What do you get when you cross a cow with a rabbit? You get hair in your milk.
Why did the kids keep candy under their pillows? So they could have sweet dreams.
Those jokes are always so fun. Thank you, Miss Debbie, for sharing them every week with us. We have some very special birthdays this week. We actually have 4 students with the same birthday on April 30th. So I wanted to send a big happy birthday to Caden and Sage in 5th grade, Emily in 3rd grade, and Hunter in kinder. I hope you have a very happy birthday. I also wanted to invite you to something really fun we're doing next week. We are giving it all that we've got and smiling and cheering you on, and going to have a virtual parade next Wednesday from 12:30 to 1, and your parents will get some more information. But all of your teachers and staff members from Parkview are going to be outlining the streets of 8th and holding up signs and cheering you on to keep your determination for this year. So we hope we get to see you next week. This week, the Principals Challenge came to us with some support from our R-Force team. So we have a group of Parktastic students in Mr. Pembroke's 4th grade class, and they started the R-Force team and have a love for recycling. So when we were here at school, they were taking on all kinds of tasks and helping to spread the understanding and knowledge of recycling. And from afar, they put together this week's challenge. So this week, they challenge you to make a recycled robot. So to find things around your house and put together and make garbage that sometimes would be thrown away into a fantastic toy or robot that you could play with. We've had some really great entries already, and so I look forward to seeing what else you come up with. Your creativity is so fun to see. And you will also enjoy going onto the Flipgrid, and you can check out each other's work as well, because there are some really wonderful robots there. So keep up that work, and let me continue to see those recycled robots come in for the rest of this week. This month. We are now moving into our next month, which is May. And at the end of the week, it will be May 1st. And that is where we will be introducing our next core value, which is determination. So we have the Bobcat, determination, and determination is really deciding it's worth it to finish what you started. This couldn't really come at a better time for us since we've had such an unexpected end to our year. So this year, as we are coming to a close, I want you to think about all the different things that you still want to complete. Although we've all faced some new challenges and a new way of learning, you all have done a wonderful job maintaining your determination through all of this. So I encourage you to stay determined to finish as strong as you have started the year. Some things you may consider is you might think about prioritizing, tackling one thing at a time, celebrating when you finish some of your tasks or you learn something new, and giving yourself permission to take a break. So keep up the great work, and we will continue to learn more about determination next week. There's something new coming to our news this week, and that is the Guess Who game. So this week, I have two teachers, and I'm going to give you two clues about these teachers and see if you can guess who the teacher is. So this Parkview teacher, a fun fact about them is that they taught themselves how to ride a bike and how to drive a vehicle because they were too stubborn to let anybody else help them. And one of their favorite hobbies or pastimes is drawing and painting. One of their favorite things about Parkview is all of the students and how easy it is to get along with each of our students, their families, and how much we all have in common. Do you know what teacher that is? There you go. It's Miss Hayes, our second grade Miss Hayes. Our next Guess Who is another teacher here, and this teacher has a birthday on St. Patrick's Day. One of their favorite hobbies or pastimes is bowling. And what they love most about their Parkview students is their kindness and how supportive their families are. Do you know which teacher that is? There you go. It's Mrs. Jean Gerard, our other second grade teacher. So we'll do two more staff members next week. Try to be thinking about which ones you could guess. Well, that wraps it up for our virtual news this week. And I just want to share again how proud I am of each of you. You are doing an amazing job. It's really fun to see all of your entries and the work that you're doing in your classrooms. Remember to stay determined and keep giving it all you got, and every day it's okay. Each day is different. Some are easy and some are challenging, so just stick with it. You're doing an awesome job, and we miss you and we appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. See you next week.